Greetings, you orphans of the wheat. I hope you're doing well. My name is Graham, and this is the Crack-A-Pack here on LRRMTG, where today I am joined by special guest and Duskmourn author, Seanan McGuire. Hello.
Hello, how are you today?
I'm doing very well. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
And we are going to, I say we, Seanan is going to open a collector booster of Duskmourn House of Horror.
We're all very excited. My blood pressure is especially excited since I crack packs for blood pressure control.
Yeah.
We've actually put a cuff on me to test it, and I can go down 20 points if I go through multiple.
That's amazing.
So we've got a shiny beast and copy token first, and the beasties are the domestic pets that were trapped inside Duskmourn when the house consumed the plane. They're one of the only friends you'll find there. Clockwork Percussionist. It's 1 red artifact creature monkey toy with haste. When it dies, you exile the top card of your library. You may play it until the end of your next turn. And it's a 1/1, and that's going into my Nira deck to make everyone unhappy.
I love that Magic already had monkey and toy as subtypes, so they were able to go, oh wait, it's a monkey toy.
And then we've got our first room, which appears to be a room at common. It's a white. Half the card is the grand entryway for 1 and a white. The other half is the elegant rotunda for 2 and a white. When you unlock this door, create a 1/1 white glimmer enchantment creature token. And then when you unlock this door, put a +1/+1 counter on each of up to 2 target creatures. The rooms are a new card type for this set, so it's very exciting. We can explore the house.
This one seems like a reasonable sort of power level to have at common.
Yeah.
Seems nice. Also, I like that, it's, as you're, it's common. It's literally an entry-level room.
As an Is It player, I'm pleased to see the Peculiar Lighthouse. It is a land. It enters tapped unless a player has 13 or less life. You can tap, add a blue or a red. And I appreciate that if I've been kicking the crap out of you, I can get this for untapped.
This is a good cycle.
That's a good cycle.
I'm excited for these.
The Unsettling Twins, also at common. It's 3 and a white. Creature human. When Unsettling Twins enters, manifest dread. You look at the top 2 cards of your library, put one onto the battlefield face down as a 2/2 creature and the other into your graveyard. You can turn the one that is on the battlefield face up at any time for its mana cost if it's a creature card. And that's a 2/2.
Are they just human?
They're just human, though their shadow implies elsewise.
I was going to say, these can't be, like, they may be human, but they've got to be, like, on the side of the house, right?
I mean, not necessarily. There are survivors in the house.
Yeah, but these don't, well, they don't have the survivor creature type, but also they're too creepy for this, surely.
They are very creepy, but they could still just be humans who found a good place to hide.
Maybe they're just weird.
Yeah. We've got an Emerge from the Cocoon. It's 4 and a white, sorcery. Return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield and gain 3 life. I call shenanigans. That's a black card.
Yeah. Oh, I see. It's the reanimation is in White's color pie if it's very expensive and not that great.
That's fair. We've got a reprint of Pyroclasm for 1 and a red. It's a sorcery that deals 2 damage to each creature.
Ooh.
And in this it says, in my younger days, I would meticulously catalog all the terrors I encountered. These days, I mostly just kill them with fire. RIP, Spawn Hunter. And that is a good example of the way that the house has shifted since the coming of the Omen Paths.
So mechanically, I'm glad that Pyroclasm is here because there's all those manifest dread tutus going around. Flavorfully, yeah, I do like that Rip is literally their name is Rip.
Rip is their name, R.I.P.
Nice. I like that Rip is like, yeah, I've just given up. Everything just burns now.
Yep. Sporogenic Infection. It's 1 and a black for an aura enchantment. Enchant creature. When Sporogenic Infection enters, target player sacrifices a creature other than enchanted creature. When enchanted creature is dealt damage, destroy it. And I find this art very unsettling, which is not true for much of the art in Duskmourn. I know they're aiming for the body horror space, but I've watched so many horror movies that it's all just sort of like, oh yeah, that's a dude turning inside out as he becomes a horrible dog fly creature.
Yeah, but I've watched Planet Earth and I've seen what this does to insects.
That's upsetting.
Yeah, this is much more upsetting.
That's The Last of Us. Let's not.
Yeah.
Razorkin Horde Collar. That's 4 and a red for a human clown berserker. He's a 4/4 with haste, and whenever you attack, create a 1/1 red gremlin creature token.
Some kind of human clown.
For 1 green, we've got a Patchwork Beastie. It's an artifact creature beast with Delirium. Patchwork Beastie can't attack or block unless there are 4 or more card types among cards in your graveyard. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may mill a card. and it's a 3/3.
So the beasties you said are friends.
They are friends. The beasties are the domestic pet, the domestic creatures of the original plane. They got stuck inside the house with everybody else, and like most things in the house, they transformed, but they still remember that humans were kind to them and that they loved us, so they still love us.
Oh.
And they will protect and take care of you as best as they can, even knowing that it's almost certainly futile.
This one also, because it's an artifact creature and it's been literally patchworked together. The flavor text, it doesn't know it isn't real.
Yep, it will die to protect you.
Yeah,
The beasties are very sad, and I love them very much.
I heard also, brief lore aside, I heard that because the beasties all have masks, and that you should not remove the mask.
Yes, their faces under the masks are basically sort of roadkill that's been out in the sun for a while, so it's leather stretched over bone, and it's very upsetting. And when survivors see a beastie without their mask, they're seeing something that they've always viewed as very positive and loving as a monster for the first time, and they tend to react badly, and the beasties react badly to that.
Okay.
So some of them will attack and kill their human companions because they're so convinced that they will never be seen the same way now that they've been unmasked. And others will just run away and refuse to be with that human anymore. So you don't want to unmask your beastie. You'll lose your only protector in the house.
Okay. The mask stays on.
Yes. We then have a full art Duskmourn forest, which is very pretty.
Love these.
Very terrible.
Now we're into the spicy cards.
Now we're into the spicy cards. Our first truly spicy card is 2 any and 2 blue for an Enduring Curiosity. It's an enchantment creature, Cat Glimmer. It has flash. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage, draw a card. When Enduring Curiosity dies, if it was a creature, return it to the battlefield under its owner's control. It is now an enchantment, and it's a 4/3 creature when it first comes out. I like it because it's a magic cat that doesn't look like one of my cats.
It's very cute, though.
It is very cute.
It's got 2 tails.
It does. It's a bakaneko.
Sweet.
For 4 any and 1 black, a sadistic shell game. It's a sorcery. Starting with the next opponent in turn order, each player chooses a creature you don't control. Destroy all chosen creatures.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Wait, that's a terrible shell game.
That's a terrible shell game, but your creatures are safe as long as
Yeah.
you're the one that cast it.
It's totally fair when I'm the one with the shells.
I don't think it's fair under any circumstances, but I think people are going to enjoy playing it against me and making me very sad. For 2 any and 2 white, we have the Leyline of Hope enchantment, part of our new Leyline cycle.
I have not seen this one.
If Leyline of Hope is in your opening hand, you may begin the game with it on the battlefield. If you would gain life, you gain that much life plus 1 instead. As long as you have at least 7 life more than your starting life total, creatures you control get +2/+2.
Ooh, okay. Interesting. I still don't know that this will play great in limited, but this seems very cool. I want to try and build this deck.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Then we have our first rare room, 3 and a white for the Dazzling Theater or 2 and a white for the prop room. In the Dazzling Theater, creature spells you cast have Convoke. And in the prop room, you can untap each creature you control during each other player's untap step.
Oh, okay. Wow.
So
that's very cool.
That's very useful.
So Convoke has been added to the, what do they call them? The deciduous mechanics,
Apparently
I suppose.
so, yeah.
Because the Wandering Rescuer also has Convoke in the set, but
Yeah.
it's not like one of the mechanics of the set.
And then our final fancy and foil is another Enduring Curiosity. So it's the same card that we saw before, that Cat
Oh.
Glimmer, but this is the other art, the fancy kind of Japanesey art.
This is the one that looks like a different game.
Yeah, I'm glad you're excited.
That's very cute.
Yes.
Oh, that's so
Very
cool.
pleasing.
I know what they're going for with the style of these. They're sort of trying to make it look. These are for a different market for one thing.
Yes.
But you can get them. Actually, here's a funny thing. This says on here, Japanese showcase cards in 9% of boosters.
Yeah, so apparently this was a very lucky pull. It's very shiny.
Lucky kitty.
Lucky kitty.
In the fantasy world where you're drafting collector boosters, what would you first pick out of this?
Probably the Enduring Curiosity, just because I like to play blue. This is a very white heavy pack.
It is actually.
And,
yeah. Just ship that all. And
Anyone who plays with me for more than just one limited draft environment will find very quickly that I will gnaw my own leg off rather than splash white. I don't like playing white. I am not comfortable with the mechanics. They don't make me happy, and the general effects of that slice of the color pie are just, it's not even not my comfort zone. It is my discomfort zone to such a degree that I just don't want to be here.
Right. Fair enough.
So I play blue-red, then green-red, then blue-black, then black-red.
Those all sound great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
the cat then.
yeah, the cat, because that is a card I could actually use.
Terrific. Well, there we go. Well, that's going to do it for the Crack-A-Pack. Thank you so much for joining me,
Thank you
Seanan.
for
Really
having me.
appreciate it. And oh shoot, hang on. What's the sign up? Do I do the full Patreon sign off on these?
If you support the Loading Ready Run Patreon, they can hand me more packs to open, and that's great.
I love that. Thank you. Until next time, I have been Graham, joined by Seanan. James is on tech. Matt edits these. Heather gets them online. Thank you all so much for watching.
Thank you. Bye.
We'll see you next time.